And where was the actual location of Jesus Christ? Or Jesus' baptism? This question is occupying Israelis and Jordanians who claim the site is on their side of the Jordan River. I-24 News reporter Uri Shapira took a tour of the zone of disputes between the two countries.
One Christ, one river, and two different narratives. This site, known as Qasr el-Yahud, is sacred for both Jews and Christians. Christians believe it is where Jesus Christ was baptized, and in Jewish tradition, it is believed to be the spot where the ancient Israelites crossed the river Jordan. But right across the river, on the Jordanian side of the border, stands another site, named El Matas, where some scholars and archaeologists believe the baptism actually took place, and which was recently declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After the declaration, the Jordanian newspaper El Rai published an article claiming that the UNESCO decision will put an end to the Israeli claim that the holy location is on the Israeli side.
Personally, I think it's an issue of tourism and trying to attract the tourist dollar, that this is the right location, so be baptized from this side rather than that side.
Every January, hundreds of Christian pilgrims, mainly from the Orthodox Church, come to both sides of the river and celebrate the Feast of Epiphany, when, according to tradition, Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. The river is indeed a source of inspiration for Christians who build numerous churches around it. The Israeli site, however, was open to visitors only in 2011 after Israel cleared thousands of landmines in the area that had been placed there during the 1970s to avoid terrorist infiltration. Sadly, many of the mines are still there, surrounding historic sites and preventing free access to them. The director of EcoPeace, a joint Israeli-Palestinian and Jordanian organization focusing on the development of the Jordan Valley, envisioned the area as a multinational free zone of peace.
It's much better to recognize it as one site rather than arguing whether it is on the east or the west.
This vision may seem like a far-off dream, though plans to establish a joint Israeli-Jordanian park also exist in the northern area of Naharaim in the Jordan Valley. But as history, tourism and politics clash, the holy area continues to be trapped in a minefield.
And with me right here in the studio is correspondent Uri Shapira. Good evening.
Good evening, Lucy.
So first of all, there is a nice story that you're bringing us behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, you remember that last week Princess Charlotte was baptized?
Yes, of course.
Well, the royal family, the British royal family, used water from the Jordan Valley, and the British correspondent asked them, are you aware that the water are contaminated? They said, yeah, we're aware of that, and we took precautions and we cleared the water. So
Princess Charlotte was baptized by water from the Jordan River, only not such a clear. But okay, this is nice. It's
just
good.
Remind us that the whole area is very neglected. It's not just the minefields. The water are contaminated.
So I'm trying to understand the disputes between the dispute between Israel and Jordan, because basically we're talking about two countries that are in peace. Two countries signed a peace deal. Why they are not basically opening, let's say, a road that will lead to both places and both countries can gain from it?
Well, the EcoPeace talked about a mutual park for Jordanians and Israelis. We have to remember that despite the peace treaty that was signed 20 years ago, the peace is kind of a cold peace between the two countries.
Just like the peace between Israel and Egypt.
Yeah. Also, there's the Palestinian issue. The site stands in the Palestinian area. I suppose Israel and Jordan, the last thing they want is to put the Palestinians inside in the midst of this conflict.
You know, it's amazing because I never was in these places, and I just told you I never visited this place. From your point of view, from your own experience, do you think that basically this place should be that neglected?
No, of course not. Israel talks about 500,000 pilgrims that come there every year. There's a great potential for this site. The fact that there's a minefield inside a holy place, one of the holiest places for Christianity, it's just absurd.
This is exactly the way not to bring tourists to Israel, to put mines in the touristic place. Uri Shapira, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.